Tommy V in Michigan. He was on fire this morning.
Okay, thank you, Tommy V in Michigan. Yes, sir. If you share my prayers.
Tommy V's on. Yeah, we'll jump over there.
Tommy V doing great stuff over there.
Okay, DDC next.
Mr. Williams, about to try to pull the camera down.
Okay.
It says there you go. Look that way, Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams, can you hear me? All right. You got 3 cases. Case number 24044068001, Pierce City, Michigan versus Tony Williams. Case number 23045358001. People State of Michigan versus Tony Williams. And case number 23059697001, People State of Michigan versus Tony Williams. Appearances, please.
Hey, Matt, for a second. Magistrate, Mr. Bowman was having a little technical difficulty, so he's going to be using my screen, but he's going to be doing these cases. Just want to let you know that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
May it please the court, Your Honor, Victor Bowman, P33764 for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Williams, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading. But Judge, before we do this, can we make sure is he okay? I don't.
Mr. Williams, can you hear me and you understand what's going on?
Talk. The judge talking to you, man.
Yes, sir.
Right there. Look at the camera. The judge talking to you, man.
Can you hear me?
You gotta speak up.
Yeah. Mr. Williams, can you hear me? He's nodding off.
Judge, does he have a medical condition?
Does he have a medical condition?
Say it, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Do you understand what's going on, Mr. Williams?
Yes, sir.
Okay, state your name again.
Tony Williams.
All right. Okay. All right. The court's going to waive not guilty plea on behalf of your client. With respect to the misdemeanor retail frauds, Mr. Bowman, what is your bond recommendation? I have $100 10% capious bond issued January and April of this year from Judge Bryant. What's your bond recommendation on those 2 misdemeanors?
I would recommend that continue, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Kirkland?
Judge, one of those is a capious and one of those is never arraigned, to my understanding, right?
No, they're both capious.
Okay. And are they both $100 10%?
Yes.
Okay, Judge. So I would ask that you consider making those personal bonds. At this point, there's no amount of bond he can afford to pay. I ask that you consider a tether. He's not working at the time. A tether instead of cash bond.
Okay. Mr. Bowman, on the retail fraud first degree, I have a $10,000 cash surety, second KPS set by Judge Jefferson. Ms. Kirkland, do you have any updates on that?
Judge, we still have not heard back on that case.
Okay, all right. This is what I'm going to do. On the two misdemeanors, I'm going to give them personal bond. Okay. $1,000 personal bond. $1,000 personal bond on both of these. No contact with Dollar General and BP gas station. Pre-trial, July 25th, in front of Judge Bryant. Now, as to your felony matter, $10,000 cash surety set by Judge Jefferson. The bond is going to continue. I assume this is an unaffordable bond, Ms. Kirkland?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're able to post bond, sir, contact with the Marathon gas station and Dollar General, both on Finkel. Is that clear, sir?
Mr. Williams?
Mr. Williams, is that clear?
Tom, I'm talking to you. Huh?
Huh? Do you understand what's going on, Mr. Williams? You did earlier. Do you continue to do so?
Tom, I'm talking to you. Yes, sir, I understand.
All right, let's make this quick. While this case is pending, you're not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. Is that also clear?
Tom.
All right. Probable cause June 25th, preliminary examination July 1st, bond redetermination hearing in front of Chief Judge McConaughey, June 17th, 9 a.m. Any questions regarding your bond and/or court dates? Have a good day.
Thank you, Your
Thank you,
Honor.
Your Honor. You gotta proceed to the county, Tom. Next man, it's on you.
Dang, yep. All right, so slide on down.
Next man up. Next man up. What's your name, sir?
Hey, Dang.
Mr. Dang, you have a traffic matter which you failed to appear in court for, sir. As a result of your failure to appear, a warrant for your arrest was issued. Court's going to set aside the arrest warrant. You report the bond in this misdemeanor matter. It carries a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail and/or a $500 fine. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed on your behalf. Ticket at 11614-948. Driver license not valid. Again, you were given a personal bond, no dollar amount on this misdemeanor matter. Pre-trial, July 12th, in front of Judge Sherman. Is that clear, sir?
Yes.
All right, now to your main matter. Calling case number 240-577-6201. Police of the Michigan versus Thang Dang. Appearances, please.
Thanks, Magistrate. Steve Vincent for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Dang, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute, waive the formal reading.
All right, the court a not guilty plea on behalf of your client. What's your bond recommendation, Mr. Vincent?
20,000 cash tether curfew.
Okay, Ms. Kirkland?
Judge, I'm asking that you consider a 10%, if not a personal bond in this case. Mr. Dang does not have any prior criminal record, no pending case, is not currently on probation or parole. He is 33 years old. So, Your Honor, it seems that this is an isolated event. He understands that he cannot have contact with the complainant. They do not stay together. He understands he cannot make contact with her address. He is a lifelong resident of Michigan. He has 3 children, does fall within the guidelines. He is also working at Mako International in Warren. So, Judge, I am asking for that personal bond, and if not a personal, a 10% provision. Because he's not at risk of flight, strong ties to the community, not a danger given his record, and we can protect the complainant by a directive that he not have contact with her.
Magistrate, just to correct the record here, he does have a prior history. In 2009, he had a felony controlled substance. He just ended up pleading to meth just less than 2 years ago.
Vincent, I just have one question. What was the dollar amount you requested?
20,000.
Personal, cash, surety, what?
No, cash, Judge. No. 20,000 cash, and we think we're being liberal in that. I mean, we have a defendant who ended up jealous, basically. He was just jealous.
Vincent,
yeah.
Mr. Vincent, I got it. I asked one question, you gave me 3 answers.
Sorry, Judge.
Okay, court having heard argument as to bond. I agree with Mr. Vincent. What the court finds particularly troubling is that a handgun was used and then a threat, allegedly, I'm going to kill you before they even get here. The court takes those threats very, very seriously. I find him a danger to the complaining witness. And so that's why I'm going to adopt the recommendation of the people in this matter to protect the complaining witness. If you're able to post bond, sir, you'll be fitted with a GPS tether, curfew 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Ms. Kirkland, I assume this is an unaffordable bond.
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll have a bond redetermination hearing Monday, June 17th, in front of Chief Judge McConico. And one moment for your other court dates. Excuse me. Probable cause June 21st, preliminary examination June 26th, both in front of Judge King. Bond redetermination hearing Monday, June 17th, 9 a.m. in front of Chief Judge McConico. Any questions regarding bond and or court dates?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, step aside.
All right, Diane, this way.
Thanks, Magistrate, and I apologize again.
No problem.
Right line, face the camera forward back. Face the camera forward back.
Javante Briggs.
All right, Mr. Briggs, you have a traffic matter in which you failed to appear in court for, sir. As a result of your failure to appear, a warrant for your arrest was issued. The court's going to set aside the arrest warrant, give a personal bond in this misdemeanor matter that carries a maximum penalty of 93 days in jail and or a $500 fine. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed on your behalf. Is that clear, sir?
Yes.
All right. The ticket is P1285658. Driving while license suspended. Pretrial, July 12th, in front of Judge Yancey, 9 a.m. Is that clear, sir?
Yes.
All right, now to your main matter. Calling case number 240-577-6501. Peace City, Michigan versus Javante Briggs. Appearances, please.
Magistrate, it's my understanding Mr. Bowman's been circling around the virtual universe. So maybe he's in the waiting room. Would you let him in?
Oh, I didn't hear the knock.
That's what I'm here for. All right, thanks.
All right. Hello again, Mr. Bowman. Turn on your camera. Unmute, please. All right, I called Javante Briggs. I just called the case. Your appearance, Mr. Bowman? Unmute, Mr. Bowman.
P33764.
State your name, Mr. Bowman. I just got your P number.
I'm sorry, Victor Bowman, Bowman, P33764 for the people.
Kirkland?
Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Briggs, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and wait the formal reading.
All right, the court of not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Briggs. Mr. Bowman, what is your bond recommendation?
My bond recommendation is 10,000, 10%. This is a domestic situation, but between two people, which resulted in the complainant having injuries and had to flee from the home. He also brandished a handgun during this occurrence. So clearly, it is an assaultive situation, which she is clearly in fear of her life.
Okay, Ms. Kirkland?
Judge, I'm gonna ask that you consider a personal bond in this case. He is a lifelong resident with the child here, stays with his mom, so he does have strong ties to the community. Regarding his criminal convictions, the ones that I can see were non-assaultive. No, I don't have access to everything, but the ones I can see are non-assaultive. So there's no reason to believe he's going to flee the state. I just asked that the court consider a personal bond. He's not employed. So I would also ask that the court, in lieu of cash, consider a GPS tether because he's not working. He is receiving SSI because he does have
an alternative place to stay?
Yes, Your Honor. He does have an alternative place to stay.
Your Honor, if I may, he hit her in the face. He struck her eye. He brandished the gun, and he sent her to the hospital. That is clearly assaultive.
Okay, I don't think there's any dispute about that, Mr. Bowman. These are serious assaultive allegations. All right. Ms. Kirkland, you said he's not working?
No, Your Honor. He's receiving SSI.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Haven't heard argument as to bond. $10,000 on a personal bond. GPS tether, house arrest. No contact with the complaining witness, Nikki Cooper. Not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. No contact with the Fairmount address. Is that clear, sir? Is that clear, sir?
Yes.
One moment for your court dates. Probable cause June 21st, preliminary examination June 27th, both in front of Judge King. You have any questions regarding your bond and/or court dates?
No.
Have a good day.
This way, man.